Professional football in America is a special game, a unique game. Played nowhere else on earth, it is a rare game. The men who play it make it so.
All right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the D4 Championship game, the 6th of 6 today, in the rain, under the lights, here at Waller Stadium in Manhattan Beach, California. Campus of Mira Costa High School. It's the Smashing Pumpkins versus the Bulldogs. The kickoff is away. Pumpkins kick into the Bulldogs to start. Pumpkins in black and orange with the orange hair, and Bulldogs in red. Pumpkins come in as the upstarts. The Bulldogs are the favorites. Going to be a great game. I'm Kevin Barnett. I'm joined by Barry Carver.
Kevin, good afternoon.
Barry, it's good to have you here. You're a Bulldog parent. What kind of season has it been for your team?
It's been fantastic. The boys have been having a great time. They've learned a lot. Coaching's been good. Competition's been decent. They've just had a fun time working their way here. Proud of the boys.
Yeah, this team, D4 Bulldogs, is half new, basically, correct? A lot of the other team moved up to a D3 team.
That's right.
And the Smashing Pumpkins been together for a couple of seasons.
Yes, they have.
So here are the Bulldogs running off the left-hand side. A little bit of open space. Couple of Pumpkins finally nail them down.
Yeah, that
It looked like number 4 for the Bulldogs, John Bellardi.
Yep, good old John Bellardi does a lot of running for us. Fantastic player. He's also a fantastic quarterback. Coach is lucky he's got a couple of those kids in that position.
It's always good to have some versatile players on your side of the field. So underway here early, second down. About 13 yards to go for a first down. Here in flag football, there are only 3 first down lines. Here, run off the right-hand side, a little bit of space. Look at him go. He's got past one guy, 2 guys still going. He's got his flag on.
Oh.
Stepped out of bounds. Joe Jackson, referee, right there with the call.
Yep, that was a little James Thunderball Reddington.
Well, Reddington with some serious speed around that right-hand side.
Yeah, James is all of about 49 inches. You know, he's 7 years old, but he's a fantastic little player.
He not stepped out of bounds. I think that was definitely 6 points. I like the battling haircuts here. I see a red mohawk over here on the Bulldogs sidelines. Several bright orange heads for the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
The Bulldogs, that's Thomas T-Bone Salvey with the mohawk today.
I love all the
Dad staring at
nicknames.
me.
Love all the nicknames. So here we go. First down, 18 yards to go. Bulldogs fake the handoff. A little bit of play action. Retreating pretty far down, looking for the pass. Still alive. And runs out of bounds. All that running all looks like about a loss of one.
Yeah, I think that was Sam Whitney there.
Tough to see the numbers. We're under the lights now. I got a little bit of rain falling. It's been a wonderful day of football. It's been lots of fun for all the kids to see the different levels, D1, D2, D3, D4. Everyone's been represented, including 2 rookie divisions, a D3 and a D4 rookie division bowl, which was fun.
They are all loving it. I know all these kids, Sam Whitney included, they love watching the videos, of their own team as well as the others that are available on the website through the league.
Ball is snapped in a reverse around, end around, coming for the Bulldogs. A little bit of space still going down the sideline, eventually run out of bounds, but not before a gain of about 12.
Yeah, that was little James Reddington again, the Thunderball.
Thunderball,
yeah.
I like that. How do you get that nickname, you know?
You just run fast, I guess. I don't know. He's our little speed demon out of American Martyrs.
These 2 teams, a couple of good coaches, some with more experience than others. This is John Kressich. John Kressich, pardon me. First year with the BCS. He's coached college basketball quite a few years. One of the only coaches to be as tall as me. The Bulldogs run right up the middle. Boy, that flag looked like it was tied on again.
Yeah.
I don't know how you player hanging off the side of that, but that'll be a first down for the Bulldogs crossing that line. So inside the 20-yard line, first down 18. That'll be goal to go.
I couldn't see who had that one, but I wouldn't be a good parent if I didn't throw a shout-out and a hello to my son, Garrett Carver, number 9.
That's why you came in here anyway, right? And just make sure that Garrett hears you on here.
Absolutely. They call him Garrett Pumpkin Carver.
Well, how apt. Something tells me he just got that nickname.
Yeah.
So Sam Whitney at quarterback. Looks like fakes it, goes end around to the right-hand side. He's got a couple of blockers. Cuts between 2 pumpkins. Still going.
Ooh. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Late signal from the referees, and that's touchdown Bulldogs. Oh, they're breaking out the signs. They've got the Bulldog stuffed animals. You guys have it all going
Feel
with the parents
Bulldog
here.
Love.
Are you one of the parents, or you want to?
So there you go. Successful first drive.
Oh, that's awesome. The orange hair.
The Bulldogs now looking to go for 2. There it is. Maybe that faith in that passing game. We saw that in the Division I. Really the only level where they went for 2 all the time. And I know the Bulldogs can pass.
Bulldogs have a nice little assault on the passing side, so I must say they work hard on it. Let's see if they break it out here.
Quarterback Sam Whitney. There's that play action again.
Oh.
Whitney stops, but pulled. Good rush from the Pumpkins. They have a couple of big kids up front on the Pumpkins, one of whom is Ben Cord.
Yep.
Ben Cord, he's really tough to deal with. My team, the D4 Eagles, lost to the Smashing Pumpkins in the second round of playoffs, and we just could not block Ben.
Yeah, and it's interesting, too. Ben is he's young. He just turned 7. So he's a young boy, but he's bringing it. He's big. He's 58 inches, somewhere around 85 pounds. And, that's a lot of athleticism packed in there.
Yeah, just 7, really?
That's what my stats tell me.
Is that some sort of, was he born in Dominican Republic? Where was he?
I guess they are corn-fed boys.
As Dominican players in the major leagues, there's always discrepancies. Well, he says he's 35, but really could be 41.
You just never know.
So the Bulldogs' successful first drive stopped on the 2-point attempt, so it's 6-0. Bulldogs now kicking to the Pumpkins. Pumpkins, nice reception, good catch on that, and returning it right up the middle. Finally, essentially tackled.
Wow. So that was I think that was number 34, wasn't it, with that return?
Looked like number 34 for the Pumpkins, Riley Bloomstrand.
Yeah, Riley, another 7.5-year-old boy out here enjoying himself. He's a future Hall of Famer, enjoying all kinds of different things. Loves movies like Shark Boy, Lava Girl, Little Giants, all kinds of
future Hall of Famer. What Hall of Fame are we talking about? SpongeBob SquarePants Hall of Fame?
They're all allowed
There's
to
a
dream.
quick run right up the middle. Boy, handoff, speed kills up the middle.
They're all allowed to dream.
Smashing Pumpkins. We'll get those numbers straight for you here in just a moment. That was a beautiful handoff and good blocking, attacking that A-gap.
series of filters.
Look like number 5, Kevin Matsui. Could have been, I think it's Matsui and Kresic starting at running back. We'll see if we can get a clarification on that for you in just a moment here. Another handoff up the middle, but his flag just falls off. Yeah, I think that looks like a 5, Kevin Matsui.
That's 5. He's a little tricky as it gets dark out here.
Yeah, Matsui looking fast. So a couple of runs up the middle sets up a 3rd down and 5 opportunity for the Pumpkins. This is certainly a situation where they need to convert on this 3rd down. I would punt from here. I wouldn't give the Bulldogs any sort of leeway.
Well, as I understand, this is Kevin's first season as well. That was some nice running.
Oh, that's going to be offsides. Unless that was a false start. I didn't see any movement from the Pumpkins, and I see an offside signal from the referees. That'll be 5 yards. That's going to give the Pumpkins a 1st down. There's the signal. 1st down. Smashing Pumpkins right at midfield.
Look at Coach Kresic out there with his orange hair.
These guys were awesome on Halloween. They showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Had the whole outfit going on, face paint, hair. Coach was dressed in a costume. A lot of fun to watch.
Big John's a great guy. Known him for a long time. Great family.
1st down, 20 yards to go. Smashing Pumpkins, first possession of this D4 championship game. And another run right up the middle, attacking that A-gap. Plenty of room to the right. That's number 43. That's the coach's son, Jack Kresic.
Good old Jack.
Jack Kresic with a nice run. That was a gain of about 13 yards. That'll set up 2nd down and 7. Attacking that A-gap. That's a good plan with a lot of these teams. You have a center there who, as soon as he clears, you can go through that space, and you're not allowed to line up over the center, so there's already a hole, and puts a lot of pressure on the middle linebacker. Man in motion. That time they fake it up the middle and around the left-hand side. Quarterback keeper, but pulled down. Number 7, Camden Minor with the run.
Good old Camden. Camden's quite a little athlete. We've known him for a long time. He's fantastic at soccer, basketball, just a great kid to have on any team. You know, it's funny talking to some of these kids, like Camden, you know, talk about movies, this and that. That boy loves Pulp Fiction, one of his favorite movies.
Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction.
Wow.
Go figure.
Wow. Oh, I guess it's better than Reservoir Dogs.
That's right.
Pumpkins off to a good start. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. This is a team that has gotten better towards the end of the season. Pumpkins in motion, and they're attacking that middle again. Blowing right through the middle, but the Bulldogs having none of it. A quick flagpole.
That looked like it was, Jared Tang.
Jared Tang right there on that defensive tackle position. So now 4th and 3, definitely going for it here. Whereas previous to midfield you wouldn't. I think over in this spot you definitely have to go 4th and 3.
Well, Jared's been a trooper too. Broke his, had a thumb injury earlier in the season. Battled his way back and is a great contributor.
Little play action pass.
Oh,
and caught and headed for the end zone. 5. Touchdown. Smashing Pumpkins come right back and answer on the Bulldogs. Boy, use of height right there. Just tossing the ball up. Your player's bigger. Let him go up and get it.
That's right.
You get a number on that guy.
I think that was 15, wasn't it?
Boy, looking for a number on that. I can't. Anyway, a great reception. So the Smashing Pumpkins answer right back. That's 6-6, and now they're looking to convert for 1 point going from the 2-yard line. Doesn't matter whether you run or pass. You will score 1 point. So Smashing Pumpkins, once again, that play action's been successful.
I think that was 15, Hudson Pollich, I think, if I'm not mistaken. What do we got here?
No, we've got a timeout. Timeout called by the Smashing Pumpkins. Do you like this call? You like using timeout right here?
You know, I'm not sure I do. Well, as a coach, why would you use it?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't use the timeout here. I understand the idea of trying to get your troops ready and get 1 point, but at the same time, you have to figure there's going to be a little more scoring in this game. Maybe the Pumpkins feeling really good about their defense. Want to make sure they get this 1 point and be up by 1.
Could be.
Think about playing defense for the rest of this game.
Well, I know. The Bulldogs have played them a couple of times. This is the first time they've scored against them.
Bulldogs went through the regular season, I believe, without being scored on.
That is true.
But had a tough game against the Rams in the playoffs. So here come the Pumpkins, man in motion. Fake handoff up the middle, spins out to the right, has the running room, has the space, and that'll be a successful conversion. That again looks like the coach's son, Jack Kresich, 43. So there you go. Take the timeout, get the extra point. 7-6. Smashing Pumpkins lead the Bulldogs.
Guess that timeout paid off, didn't it?
Hey, what do we know up here in the booth? That's why we're here in the booth and they're playing in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and talking with Big John Kresich, I understand that Jack there is a fan and looking forward to going to the University of Hawaii at some point here in his future.
Play basketball?
You know, I'm
Maybe.
thinking football, but you never know. Once an athlete, right?
Well, head coach John Kresich, he's got a couple of assistants. Mark Miner in his first season, Greg Blomstrand, former baseball player, first season, and Mark Nielsen also in his first season as a ski instructor. So a full staff for the Smashing Pumpkins, and this is certainly a group that has gotten better throughout the entire year and showing it here in the Super Bowl, putting down 6 points on the Bulldogs. That ball knocked down and will be spotted at the point it hit the turf.
That was a bullet, that kick. Do you see that?
Yeah, that thing was flying.
Game of the night.
That's a good part of the game for the Smashing Pumpkins. They can kick the ball off the tee. They will bury you deep in your own end if you're not able to knock that ball down. Tough field position. Bulldogs, first down, 19 yards to go. Bulldogs, second possession. Come down under center. Oh, here they are attacking the middle also. That looked like James Reddington.
That was James and Camden Miner with the flagpole.
So Reddington up the middle, but it doesn't go very far.
You know a lot about cameras. You do that
You know,
for
the Pumpkins have to feel good about those interior linemen, a couple of big guys.
Absolutely.
Able to disrupt all kinds of plays.
Well, and to your point, they've come a long way this season, like a lot of these boys, so it's good to see it all kind of culminate right here at the end.
Bulldogs going to have to use some misdirection in that passing game that they've relied on if they're going to get away from those big guys in the center. There it is coming around the left-hand side.
John Bilardi.
Couple of blockers.
Still going.
Gets around two of his guys, around his own blockers. Still going. No flag pulled yet.
There it is.
Finally stopped. Number 10, Liam Gooch.
That was, Liam with the nice flagpole there.
Not before a healthy gain, so that's first down, 13 yards to go, and now across midfield for the Bulldogs. There's that misdirection. You get those big guys going one way, and you'll have a lot of open field the other way.
So Patrick Warburton and his wife, who's Megan Pice is her name, but
He asked Coach Kresich if he thought he was going to make the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
He said no, nor do the other founding fathers, but now that we're in the Super Bowl, the brand is not for sale. We have 6 new players, and those that are returning playing key positions for the first time. So they've built themselves a pretty good team, peaked at the right moment, and they are stoked to be here.
Absolutely. They work hard, too.
In shotgun, direct snap for the Bulldogs. Run out to the right. Heavy pursuit from the Pumpkins.
I can't see. Was that James? I think it may have been James Reddington again.
Reddington getting a lot of action. The referee's calling for a clock stoppage, injury timeout. Do have looks like a pumpkin down on the field. Looks like a couple of pumpkins down on the field. It's getting a little chilly out there, and with the rain, certainly fingers and elbows and knees start to feel a bit more brittle, even for these young bodies when you're hitting that ground or hitting each other.
When my son told me his favorite band was the Smashing Pumpkins, I didn't take him literally, but gotta be careful out there.
Yeah, these guys have all kinds of crossover possibilities. The Smashing Pumpkins, a great group, all kinds of theme music. Crank the clock. Everybody's up off the field. Hopefully they're okay, and the Bulldogs will go for 2nd down and 9 yards. Ball under center. Fake handoff out to the left. Quarterback keeper. Just smashing pumpkins flying everywhere. That flag is not coming off. Still not off, but down to the ground. Just shy of the 1st down.
Sam Whitney with that run.
It's amazing. Each team seems to have like 1 or 2 quarterback and maybe one other that just dominate. Just take the ball every single time.
We have 3 on our team that are like that.
So Sam Whitney on the quarterback keeper. Puts his team in a good situation. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Bulldogs doing a good job identifying that inside pressure and getting around it.
Absolutely.
Working to the outside. They ran up the middle a couple times with a little bit of success to keep the Pumpkins honest, and now they're faking that play.
Let's see what little Sam can get going here.
Sam under center once again.
Hands it off to Reddington. Nope.
Oh, he goes to Reddington on the first of 2 fake handoffs, and that's looking like it might be a 1st down.
Camden Minor looks like he made that flagpole.
Depends on where the ball is spotted. Either way, I expect a 4th down try. That's a 4th down. Ball just short. Critical moment, 7:15 to go, 1st half. Pumpkins would love to get a stop right here.
Yep, as the Bulldogs would love to get that 1st down.
Bulldogs just need to keep doing what they're doing. I think the Pumpkins definitely feeling the pressure. They know that if they let up at all and don't take advantage of opportunities when they have them on the Bulldogs, that they will be in trouble if this game stays close.
The Pumpkins have quite a solid line right there. Look at those boys.
It's some big boys. When we lined up against them, my kids were a little bit intimidated.
There's old Kalani Rusher there, number 8 on the line. He can handle his own. My son Garrett Carver right next to him. They're ready to take on those boys.
Some confusion here. Arriving late to the line, center. Whitney with the hard count, looking for the offsides, perhaps. Snaps the ball, inside handoff. Did he drop it?
I don't know.
Not certain what happened there. In any case, the Smashing Pumpkins will take over on offense, going the other way. Huge stop for the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, no kidding. I didn't see what happened there. It looked like maybe a bobbled ball.
Let's get somebody with a Windex out here on our press box.
Yeah. Yeah, there's pros and cons to the last game of the day, right? Pros, the boys are enjoying it under the lights in the rain. Cons, we can't see as well.
That's right. So the Pumpkins now, 5.5 minutes to go, roughly. 1st down, 19 yards to go. Coming off a successful touchdown drive in their previous possession. There's an inside handoff and some running space. Boy, good speed off that left-hand side. Looked like...
That's Aiden Peters there, made that flagpole.
Peters with the pull. One of the faster Smashing Pumpkins with the run.
I think that was number 5. Pumpkins.
Kevin Matsui.
Yeah, it looks like Kevin Matsui.
Lots of times when you have some bigger players and they're trying to pull flags off a smaller player, it's a big challenge because they have to, while running, reach down so low to find that flag.
Doesn't help when they're slippery and wet and all that other stuff going on.
Oh, no doubt. Pumpkins once again. One man wide left. Comes in. Look like crackback block up the middle. But a flag pulled. Maybe pulled off the quarterback before the play started. And the referee's now wiping down the ball as best they can. That sucker has to be getting slippery. So good interior rush from the Bulldogs stops that play. 3rd down, 14 yards to go.
Keep your hand in it,
Oh.
That's offsides defense. That'll be 5 more yards. So 3rd and 14 becomes 3rd and 9 for the Smashing Pumpkins.
They're a happy little bunch, aren't they?
I think if you're the Pumpkins, you keep attacking the middle. I think the Bulldogs are pretty good on the ends. They look fast to the pins, and I think that the Smashing Pumpkins with some of those bigger blockers can blow the middle out the way we saw the D1 do in the previous game.
And I think they know it. We'll just have to see if the Bulldogs can adapt.
Now that's a critical part. In-game adjustments, so critical to have good assistants watching from the sidelines. telling you what's happening, letting you know as a head coach or an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator who's out there on the field what is happening. They're a power formation fake, and now a toss. Intercepted by the Bulldogs.
Yep.
His flag immediately pulled.
They're mugging him.
That's right. Gets tackled by his own team.
I think that was Aiden Peters with the interception.
So a good break for the Bulldogs. With 3 minutes to go, they'll get a chance to mount another drive. First down, 19 yards to go, going the other way.
Yeah, Aiden Peters has been a real asset back there in that position. Just reads it well. He's patient. And only the Rams really took advantage of him with some of their backfield misdirection that lured him in and off the ball, and they got a touchdown based on that.
Certainly the Rams known for their misdirection plays. They do a great job of faking one way, going the other.
Unbelievable at this young age to see such such well execution.
So a bunch of newcomers on that Smashing Pumpkins roster. A bunch of newcomers on the Bulldogs roster, all improving throughout the season. There you see some of the blocking. Look at the push that they had.
Aiden Peters.
And Aiden Peters is out in the open field. 10-5, touchdown, Bulldogs. There's that game-breaking ability the Bulldogs have shown, and really it starts with the blocking. You saw right as that play started, just Pumpkins going backwards and Bulldogs taking care of them.
Absolutely. Yep, they're pretty quick on those corners, no question.
Great job by the blockers. Aiden Peters gets the touchdown in the stat sheet, but certainly the players along that line deserve the credit for that play.
That would include one Kalani the Crusher rusher who was helping out there. All 57 inches of him, he's up north, 80 pounds, 84 pounds, 8-year-old boy, big.
Somebody that can compete with the size of some of those pumpkins.
Yeah, and he's big in the jiu-jitsu, which helps a lot.
So going for two, Bulldogs from the 5-yard line. Step back to pass. Ball's just short, incomplete. So failed conversion. That'll leave us at 12-7 Bulldogs over the Smashing Pumpkins. I'm Kevin Barnett here with Barry Carver from Miracosta High School. What's been an incredible championship Sunday conclusion to the BCS, Beach City Sports 2010 fall season. More than 500 youths ranging in ages from 6 on up to 12 or 13 participating with the league this season, having grown in 3 years, 6 seasons, from just over 150 kids. So incredible growth for the league. Kids having lots of fun, great uniforms, great facilities, awesome playing environment, awesome watching environment from the parents. Got a burger truck back here. We've seen some of the smoke throughout the day filtering across us. You have the Dippin' Dots. You have a full PA announcer going on. You have lots of Snack Shack stuff. Anything you could want. You can hang out here all day and have a good time. And I've done just that. I'm on my 6th game. So now the Smashing Pumpkins get an opportunity.
Ooh, Garrett Carver. That's my boy. Nice pull.
Carver with the stop. And it looked like number 5, Kevin Matsui, running back, with the return.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think that this league has turned into probably the most popular of its type, the most popular league in the local area for all these boys. You just hear them talking about it all over town. Everybody's loving it. It's likely going to double in size here in the not too distant future.
On the fact that the kids get to wear really nice looking jerseys, have their names on them, have the logos on them, it's something that you see those around town. The kids want to wear them all the time.
Never want to take them off. Certainly my son.
Absolutely. So that's the end of the first half. Score 12-7. Bulldogs leading the upstart Pumpkins. We'll be back for more Beach City Sports Championship Day here from Waller Stadium. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the D4 championship matchup between the Smashing Pumpkins and the Bulldogs. First half ended Bulldogs 12, Smashing Pumpkins 7. Pumpkins will kick to begin the second half. Kevin Barnett here, your host. I'm joined by Barry Carver and Scott Rusher, both now on the mic. Couple of Bulldog parents. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks, Kevin.
Scott, we've been sitting in here, Barry and I, for 2 games now, and give us your impressions of the first half here for your team and the Pumpkins.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I think the rain has added an additional element that wasn't expected in Southern California, and I'm worried about the rain and affecting the pumpkin's hair color.
We'll see if those colors bleed. That's what we'll find out. So, yeah, the pumpkin's sporting a lovely, lovely set of orange dews. I like the mohawk, too. I think the mohawk on the other side is counteracting any mojo that the pumpkins were putting out there.
T-Bone Sally with the new mohawk, freshly cut.
Very nice. First down, 19 yards to go for the Pumpkins. Looks like a quarterback keeper around the right-hand side. Well defended. The Bulldogs have done a good job getting off the edges and stopping the Pumpkins. Pumpkins' greatest success has come up the middle and also with a couple of long passes. Scott, tell me about this coaching staff. How long have you been a parent with this group? How well do you know the staff?
I've been Kalani's parent for about 8 years. The coaching staff is fantastic. Rich, a.k.a. Mr. Hand, and Matt Sodal done a wonderful job all season with the learning and experiencing of what they didn't win last year.
Pumpkins lining up 2nd and 19. There's that bunch formation, a power game. Oh, looking for the quick handoff, but unfortunately dropped. That ball must be getting slick. That looked like Kevin Matsui, number 5, again trying to get that ball. He's been good up the middle. Matsui, as soon as he gets some open field, he has some wheels. So 3rd down, double line situation. Pumpkins needing to get to midfield, the 40-yard line for the first down. Been a beautiful day, championship weekend here, Waller Stadium. 6 games. It's my 6th game, gentlemen. So if I make any mistakes, I offer only that as my excuse. 3rd down, 21 yards. Pumpkins with a power formation in the shotgun. Oh, that ball through the quarterback's hands and down to the turf. That thing has to be getting slipperier as the moments go on. A little bit of rain here. Jack Kresich looked like he was lined up in the quarterback spot. We've seen him at running back. And the Pumpkins immediately elect to kick.
So, Scott, correct me if I'm wrong, but that boy of yours, Kalani there, is he not our stateside jiu-jitsu champion or what?
Nationally ranked. Thank you very much, Barry, for bringing that up.
Is this going to turn into something like the Water Boy? Are we going to see some kicks or something?
Depends how mad you get him.
Certainly a lot of these boys are into MMA, and that has to help. We were talking earlier to Barry and I during the D1 championship. We were chatting about the fact that a lot of these boys, as they get older, that D1 level, you see the aggression go up, you see the contact go up, and I think a lot of parents would like to say, if we're going to continue football, we go to tackle because you can have on some equipment. Do you think that's about right?
I think that's fair. It's a pretty natural progression. Look at Reddington run.
Reddington around the right-hand side. He's still going. Couple of missed tackles, and Reddington with a wonderful return. That's the Thunderball, giving his team good field position. Going to be 1st and 16. That'll be goal to go for the Bulldogs. 22 from the Smashing Pumpkins. I've got a 42. It's getting a little late, getting a little dark here in the booth.
Could be 27.
Jack Nielsen. It's been a great day of football. I know these boys have been out here watching at least one game while they're getting ready. Really a lot of fun for the kids to play under the lights in these situations in rain. This is like real football. The rest of the country, this is what football feels like. When it comes to fall, for me, I grew up in Chicago. When it's raining, when it's snowing on the field, I love to see that. I turned on game yesterday, I think it was Cincinnati, just to watch the game because there was snow on the field and there was snow coming down. And that looks to me like, hey, it's fall. It's getting close to Christmas. Let's play some ball. So Bulldogs, here we go. 1st down. Fake the handoff, looking for the throw. A lot of contact. I tell you what, the Pumpkins are not afraid of contact. They're not afraid to grab your jersey or your arm or your leg if they can't get your flag.
Looked like Camden Minor getting in there on that one. He's aggressive and good.
I'd say that was a tackle, then a flagpole.
Sometimes that happens. I'll tell you what, though, Minor, he's pretty good. They have a nice front line for the Smashing Pumpkins. We've mentioned it before in this broadcast. They've improved tremendously throughout this season.
I'd like to blame that on coaching, but I know John, so I have to disallow that.
Remember, this is being recorded, Scott.
Sorry, John.
Bulldogs, 2nd down. Fake inside handoff off to the left. They're well defended by the Smashing Pumpkins. Neither team really able to get around that end. Aside from the one run from Reddington, we haven't seen too many people get around that end and get a lot of running space.
debuting. And
Every now and again, you'll see John Bellardi light it up. That was him on that last one there. I think Jack Cressage got him, though, on that flagpole.
Camera, sound, lighting package for free. I need a reel, and there's so many people.
I like how into it the teams get, the players get, the fans get with all the gear and the colors, and you see a bright orange clipboard out there for the coaches, and orange shirts and orange hair, and you guys for the Bulldogs have these pimp hats going on, and the feathers, and everybody's got one on. It's awesome to see. It's a lot of fun, the enthusiasm that everyone has for the league and for the teams. Oh, back to pass, huge sack. That's going to back up the Bulldogs about 8 yards. Pumpkins are playing some tough defense.
Lights out.
Looked like number 7, Camden Minor, was in there.
Anything that anybody can come up
I imagine Ben Cordit was in there.
I saw Ben. He drove today, and he's leading the team in shaving.
I got a
We had a discussion about him earlier. I think he's only 7 years old. Isn't that about right, Barry?
behind the scenes stuff.
You got it.
6'2", 290. Yeah.
After last night's performance, I saw some UCLA coaches here getting ready to recruit him.
And they were trying. The funding had fallen out, and so they just needed somebody.
Fourth down. Goal to go from 21 yards for the Bulldogs.
Behind the scenes.
In that tight formation, they're going to sweep to the right. A couple of blockers out front. That's what's gotten them strung before. Carver with a couple of nice cuts.
Crazy legs Carver.
Pumpkins eventually pulling him. Looked like number 15, Hudson Pollock, with the pull.
I got to say it. Way to go, big boy Carver. It's my boy.
It's really the blocking that has given the Bulldogs what they have. When we talked about it on the score, it was the way that blocking went. You can run that sweep, and as long as you get your blocking scheme right, you can get a lot of space in front of you. But the Pumpkins, I think, are getting off some blocks pretty well. They have some big tough kids.
No, I agree. What do you think about all that, Scott, in the blocking?
Man on man, big man on big man.
Yeah.
Both teams now definitely going to be forced to go to some substitutions. You're looking at that 14-play minimum requirement for every player. You see the Bulldogs right now shuffling personnel on and off. They may have too many, too few.
Who is that boy?
He might be a little confused out there.
You know what else is nice to see? You watch these kids on the sidelines, and they're just so happy. They're all having such a good time.
John Bellardi coming on and off the field there, number 4 for the Bulldogs. All the confusion resulted in an offsides penalty. So 5 yards advanced, and we'll now have a first down and 4 yards to go for the Smashing Pumpkins. Smashing Pumpkins, you asked them how they came up with their name and wondered where that one came from. Find it here. They sent us some of the other finalists. The Mean Machine, the Orange Rangutans, the OJs. I don't know. The OJs? Do you have to carry a knife? I'm not sure. But the Smashing Pumpkins seems like a good name, and now they're sold on it. Now that they're playing well. There they are, bursting right up the middle. Good, hard running. Number 5, Kevin Matsui. I love the way he just attacks that straight line attack right up the middle. I challenge you to get the flag off me as I burst by you.
Yeah, Kevin's been just a pit bull up the middle. And like we talked about earlier, you know, if they continue to pursue that, they may find themselves having some real success here in this game.
That's the place to go. What they need to do is run that a few more times with success and draw those corners in just a little bit, make the Bulldogs play tight, and then maybe you could get around the end. So we've seen the Bulldogs be very good on the corners. So that flag being marked as pulled just before the line. Second down. Good situation for the Pumpkins. If I'm them, stuff it right back up the middle. I think you go for the first down here. It is sort of a free down. Either you pass long or you just go right up the middle and look for the first. We've seen several players or several teams in this situation lose 5 or 6 yards and all of a sudden go from second and easy to
that's going to move them back.
Third and hard, and that's another way to do it. Forget losing yards during the play. You can lose them before with a false start. That'll back them up 5 yards, so 3rd and 1, or 2nd and 1 becomes 2nd and 6 off that false start. You know, talking about your team, guys, the Bulldogs, had a little information from Michael Stadvek. Michael Stadvek. He supposed to describe his offensive and defensive philosophies as a coach. He said, stay out of the way on the sidelines and take good pictures.
As every parent should.
That about right. Just get out of the way. Let the coaches do what they do. Fake handoff, quarterback, end around. Splits the defenders.
Aiden Peters with a nice pull.
Aiden Peters with the pull on number 43. That's the coach's son, Jack Kresich.
Somehow those coaches' sons always seem to get the ball.
Funny that.
I don't know how that works.
I can't say I'm any different. My kids played quarterback and running back, so I guess when you have the most access to them in the playbook. So Kresich puts his team in a good situation. Back to that 3rd and 1, making up the 5 yards lost on the false start. As once again the Burger Haze wafts over the stadium. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Man in motion. There's that up the middle play. Oh, they dropped the ball, but maybe they dropped it forward. No, they're going to mark the ball right behind the line. Trying to give the ball to Kevin Matsui. I like that play call going up the middle. So
Scott,
4th and 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, so Scott, tell us about how Kalani feels about the league and the team and all that.
Oh, it's his favorite sport. He talks about it. I can't get him out of bed for school until it's game day. I have to tell him it's Saturday to get up and get ready to go to school.
I think the baseball league's going to start losing people in the spring here. A lot of kids want to play football. They have a great time doing it. 4th and 1, big down for the Smashing Pumpkins. Looks like the same play, that middle play right up there. Kevin Matsui crosses the line. All they had to do was get the handoff, and you're guaranteed at least 2 yards with that play.
Good run.
Good play calling by Coach Kresich. So
That was our favorite Thomas T-Bone Salvi with that flagpole right there. We needed that one. That could have been quite a few yards there for the Pumpkins. He hadn't gotten that.
Did he give himself the nickname T-Bone?
He wants to be a Viking like his dad, Charles T-Bone Sr.
Careful, you try and name yourself T-Bone, you might be called Coco.
Exactly.
Smashing Pumpkins, 1st down, almost 18. Shotgun split back formation, a little bit of motion. Long snap, that looks like Kresich, coach's son out to the right. He's got a little bit of room, cuts back.
Oh, good tackle.
Tackled just as he cut back. Good pursuit. Aiden Peters and the Bulldogs out on that side. See Camden Minor with a little bit of movement there in the backfield. They're trying to generate some motion, maybe get some Bulldog defenders preoccupied.
So, Kevin, in your coaching experience watching these teams at the D4 level, how do you think they're doing today?
Both teams look good. I think one of the things that separates these teams from what our team could do this year is you could throw. And you can block. Obviously, the big one is blocking, but throwing is one thing that both these teams have proven they can do a bit, and I think that's the biggest difference. When we faced the Bulldogs, I thought we played them really tough, you guys, in the second half. We played you guys really tough. But you guys could throw and organize in a way that we just couldn't. Oh, my goodness, burst through the middle. Kevin Matsui, he's been nearly breaking them all game long. 10-5, touchdown.
Good run.
What a run. The Smashing Pumpkins been working the middle, and they head all the way to the end zone. What a run by Matsui. This will be interesting to see for your team, the Bulldogs. How will they deal with being down in a game like this against a team that's scoring and playing good defense? Great performance from the Smashing Pumpkins so far. 10 minutes remaining. Now the Pumpkins leading 13-12 and going for 2.
Yep. I was going to say, here's the question. Do they run? Do they throw? What do they do?
I think if you're the Pumpkins, you definitely run. I'm not sure why they're going for 2. I mean, you want to be up by more than a field goal, but since we're not kicking. Smashing Pumpkins looking for 2 in the shotgun. Heavy rush from the Bulldogs. Around the left-hand side, Kresich.
Carver with the pull.
Pulled by Pumpkin Carver. So the Bulldogs now shell-shocked, trailing by 1, under 10 minutes remaining in this D4 championship game. Do you think the rain hurts the Bulldogs' passing game and the way that they like to play?
Definitely going to be a difference in what we're used to and the offense we kind of run. So we're going to see how they're going to respond back to this, being the first time they've been down even all season and scored upon basically twice.
Yeah, it seems like the Pumpkins, with their style of offense, they're big guys, the way they try to blow it out the middle, and it seems like their style is more suited to the rainy, dreary, cold weather.
Well, and interestingly, to your point, Kevin, earlier, it's going to be interesting to see how the defensive coaches or the coaching staff in general chooses to adjust. It's important mid-game to make these adjustments when you start to see what the other team's doing to capitalize.
I think we've seen a couple of plays from the Pumpkins. You think about that pass where the player was just bigger and taller, took advantage of that, and here you break a run. But along with that has been the good defense. You see, it broke these 2 plays, and that's been the majority of their offense. But Smashing Pumpkins, credit them for playing some really good defense on what is normally a high-powered offense on the Bulldogs side of the ball.
Absolutely.
Nice kick. Nice kick.
Yeah, a huge part of the Pumpkins game, big kicking, and that ball goes way back. Coming around the right side, heavy pursuit from the Pumpkins.
I think you want to fall before that 30-yard line.
It's a nice mohawk. I think you're faster with the mohawk, aren't you, on the return?
You definitely look better.
It looks like a good spot for the Bulldogs. They're going to get first down and half a yard to go. So essentially a free down.
This is where the offense goes in. Do you do the free play? Hey, we got it. Why not throw it? Take that chance.
I'd look for the Bulldogs to air it out. I like that. But here they go for the handoff off the right-hand side. Gain of about 3. Look like
James Reddington on that.
James Reddington on the run.
Yep, I think Kevin Matsui got him there too.
So a matchup of fast guys.
Exactly, the little fast guys out there.
Bulldogs now first down, 16 yards. They're looking for just a long, sustained drive. If they're going to score, they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for the Pumpkins. Pumpkins, I think, looking to get those big guys through the middle, and that helps them out. That ball going to the turf. We've got a timeout being called. Bulldogs call a timeout. They want to regroup. Second down, 20 yards to go. 6:39 to go, second half. Here in the final game of Championship Sunday, 2010 BCS Fall League. All the other champions have been crowned. We'll find out tonight. Can it be the upstart Pumpkins or the favored Bulldogs? Right now, 13-12. Smashing Pumpkins with the lead. Direct snap around the left-hand side. Pretty decent blocking, but not enough. Good pursuit from the Smashing Pumpkins. It looks like they're starting to get off the blocks.
They closed quick on James there.
You didn't see the same kind of push you saw in the earlier touchdown run by the Bulldogs in the first half. You saw a push immediately. Ball was snapped, and Pumpkins were going 10 yards off the ball. You're not seeing that so much anymore.
No, they closed real quick on that one.
Let's take this opportunity to get a look and meet the Bulldogs.
Garrett Carver, Jefferson, Richard Kick, Connie Rusher, Grandview, Thomas South, Grandview, Jackson Shea, Westside Neighborhood School, Lucas Stadler,
Can you see how you reach on that one?
Sam Whitney, Robinson, Jamie Peters, Robinson, Jared Tang, Robinson, Long James Ward,
That's how I want you.
John Lawson, Grandview.
And it's in your view, so it's not that challenging.
All right, good opportunity to hear from all those young players excited to be a part of the league and part of the Bulldogs' efforts here in the Super Bowl. Another long snap and another direct run from the quarterback off that left-hand side, trying to work that left-hand side, but going nowhere. Aiden Peters on the run. So that'll be fourth down, and a long fourth down, about 18. What do you do here?
Not much time left. Depends if the coach is going to be a gambler or not. Let's see what Rich does. Looks like he's going to kick. Pin him back.
So the Bulldogs with 5 minutes remaining will need a defensive stop if they're to get the ball back.
Definitely nervous time.
That's what I was just thinking. There's butterflies in the stomach of the Pumpkins, man. They're thinking, all we have to do is get a couple first downs. And we're there.
You got to think it's harder on the parents than it is on the kids.
Well, it's definitely harder on the fans. You have no control. As a coach, you have less control. As a player, you have all the control. So players, not nervous at all once they're doing what they do. Oh, beautiful kick. Huge punt. Had an opportunity for a return, but slipped through the hands. Looked like Matsui again back there. So now, under 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Clock still running. Smashing Pumpkins take over with a first down, 12 yards for the first. Figure they need 2 first downs. They need a nice sustained drive. Need to use up to third down. Get some first downs if they're not able to put it in the end zone. What do you think, Matsui up the middle again?
I'm just going to say I'm betting Matsui up the middle.
I think you go right back to that.
Yep. Go with what works.
Well, let's take this opportunity to meet some of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Jack Pressich from most of you school. Lee Matsui from most of our school. Jack Kirby from most of each school. Ellie Boomstein from most of your school. Ben Cord from most of your school. Jack Nielsen from most of your school. Camden Myra from most of your school. Liam Gooch from most of your school. Michael McDonald from most of your school. Logan D. Temple from most of your school. Jacob West from most of your school. Hudson Forge from most of your school. Jake Carter from most of your school.
All right, back to live action. Pumpkins up to the line. There's Matsui deep. And in motion, Camden Minor. There's Matsui up that middle, going right back. He continues powering through there and goes all the way to within 1 yard of the first down. It's a gain of 12. Kevin Barnett here with Barry Carver and Scott Rusher. Barry, what do you do defensively here for the Bulldogs? How do you change this around? I mean, Minor's just gone up the middle, or pardon me, Matsui's gone up the middle the last 2 plays.
You know, it's interesting. I would imagine that the coaches are discussing that right now, trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do to stop that.
Got a timeout on the field, 3:38 remaining.
There's no crying in flag. Well, never mind, there is.
It's impressive to see these little guys, man. They just they got some speed, they moves. They've all proven to be pretty successful when they're young, fast, and fearless.
That's the key. You have to be fearless no matter who you're playing. Big, small, fast, slow. You got to be fearless. Just do your job. Pumpkins come to the line. Second down. About 1.5 yards. Minor in motion and Matsui again. Just keep running that same play. Challenge the Bulldogs to stop it. This may be what they need to pull the Bulldogs offense into the middle. Run this a few times and look for something to end around.
Absolutely. I think that was Richard Kick there that managed to get that flagpole right there. Another one of our penny camp boys from the local area here.
Our team? No, we've had some losses for sure. Yeah, I think we've lost 3 games.
Right away I look down at the field. I see that the Bulldogs, their corners are in a little bit from where they were before.
You got to pinch it, right?
You have to now. This is where that chess match comes in between the coaches.
You start to think, you wonder if Kresic isn't thinking going deep.
Oh, run it again. Just keep running it. Keep pounding it up the field. It's going for 7 yards. Another timeout.
Yeah, it was our first year together as a team last year, and the kids were really
Another timeout taken by the Bulldogs, stopping the clock with 2:44 remaining. Pumpkins just using those big guys and using that fast runner in Matsui.
Keep getting those first downs, like you say. Burn that clock down.
So they're in a situation now where they have second down, 13 yards to go. You have to figure it's 4-down territory. They're going for about 5 yards every time they hand the ball to Matsui. I'd run that play 3 more times.
And if you're the coaching staff on the defensive side of the ball, you got to be asking, well, how are we going to stop this boy?
I think the Bulldogs are shell-shocked. They can't believe that they've given up 2 plays, and they now find themselves trailing by 1 in the championship game. Same play, motion here from Minor. He stops inside.
There it is.
Oh, there's the end around. Fake handoff, but not fooled.
Garrett Carver.
Great job by the Bulldogs not to get sucked into just that one play.
Take that back. That was Sam Whitney. A nice stop there.
Good recognition. You knew that end around was coming at some point.
Absolutely.
Do you go right back up the middle? I think you have to.
I'm thinking right up the middle again. You don't want to risk throwing it. You know, the clock's burning. You're in the lead. Keep the ball.
Clock coming down on 2 minutes. Oh, movement along the line. We'll see which way the referees call it here. Looks like we have offsides against the Bulldogs. That's going to advance 5 yards. And repeat 3rd down. Smashing Pumpkins. 3rd down, 11 yards. Now I think you definitely run twice up the middle. You're getting 5, maybe 6, 7 yards on that play. You run that twice, you'll be in 1st down territory.
Yep, I agree. You got to keep going up the middle.
If you're the Bulldogs, I think you tuck your safety up tight. Safety's still really deep at the moment. You got to pull him up underneath. You figure there's not going to be a pass. There's that motion. Oh, there's a fake end around. Trying it again. Little bit of space. 1 missed tackle. 2 missed tackles. 3. Flag still on, headed for the end zone. That's touchdown. Smashing Pumpkins. Put it in the end zone again. Was that Kresich?
I couldn't tell. I think it was.
I think the coach's son, 43, Jack Kresich, around the right-hand side after pounding it up the middle so many times. The Pumpkins go to the outside. They put another 6 on the board. That's going to put it at 19-12 with 1:35 to go.
Bulldogs got some trouble.
Bulldogs have some trouble. This is where now. Go for 1, go for 2.
2.
See, I think you go for 1.
I mean, 2, it looks like that's what they're doing.
You're up by 7. You only need to be up by 8.
That's it, with a minute.
They'd have to score on you and get a 2-point conversion. I think you go for 1 right here. I don't think you go for 2. The Pumpkins will line up for 2 from the 5-yard line. Especially since I think you can put Kevin Matsui there on the 2-yard line and pound him right up the middle.
Yep. Let's see if they. Let's see what they do.
They've been using that same formation, and they find themselves in shotgun, so they've gone to a different play. Matsui fake inside handoff and pass.
Yep.
Successful 2-point conversion. There's that passing game. So 21-12 with 1:30 to go. What a shocker in the D4 Super Bowl. That's Ben Cordett with the reception, number 80.
You know, these teams have gone head-to-head. They've played a couple times this year, and it's definitely been a battle. And the Pumpkins have come a long way over the season, so I'm not surprised to see this game shaken out this way. As much as I think the Bulldogs, given enough time here, have a chance to come back and make it competitive. We'll just have to wait and see.
They don't have enough time. They're going to need 2 scores in 1:30. With a running, at least the clock stops now. But I think that's it. The Bulldogs have burned their timeouts. Unfortunately for your side, your Bulldogs, it looks like the Smashing Pumpkins are going to be the surprise champions. Perhaps the Bulldogs not used to being challenged the entire season. A little bit shell-shocked by a team that has been getting much, much better throughout the year.
Could be the case. Let's see what they can do here.
Long kick.
Let's see some wheels going here.
Bulldogs need some blocking. Still on his feet down the right-hand side. He's got some room.
Who is that? Number 42.
Number 42 for the Pumpkins, Jack Nielsen with the beautiful flag pull. Could have been gone.
Could have been gone.
And he had great hair. He looked really good doing it. So Nielsen with the pull. That'll set up 1st down, 7 yards to go. And you have to believe with 1:18 remaining, the passing game is on. You see the Pumpkins there in a 4-4. They have 4 guys backed up, 8 yards off the ball. Bulldogs. It doesn't matter if they give up 1 score. They have to give up 2.
Yeah, they really needed James to break through and get that touchdown right there. We'll see what they do. There goes James.
Coming around the right-hand side. Slips down. Wet turf.
Wet turf is trouble. Well, I can say this. Win, lose, or draw, it's been a fantastic season. Everyone's had a fantastic time.
You know the kids want to win. There'll be a lot of sad kids on the Bulldogs sidelines right now. They came in here, had to be expecting to win with the season they've had. Another good pull from the Pumpkins. That's going to be third down. Clock's still running, under 40 seconds now.
I'm surprised they're not going to the air. Just surprised.
So the clock now running under 30 seconds. Third down for the Bulldogs. Smashing Pumpkins leading 21-12. A great result for the Pumpkins. Here comes the air attack. There's the long throw. Incomplete. So that'll stop the clock with just over 20 seconds remaining.
That was Kalani Rusher there, laid out, trying to pull that one in. It's got to be tough today, wet ball and all. Good effort, though, Kalani.
Yeah, it seems like the weather played into the hands of the Smashing Pumpkins. Tough to hang on to that ball, tough to run a lot of different plays when it's wet out there, and certainly the Bulldogs' diversified offense,
yeah, tough,
not as effective.
Tough to get those, pull those wet flags as well, but you got to hand it to the Pumpkins. They brought it today.
Oh, they've done a great job. Now lined up in the 4-4 on fourth down for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs back to throw. Long pass. Intercepted by the Pumpkins, and they're looking for more. Down the sideline. Still going, still going. That's number 5 again, Kevin Matsui, with the interception and near return for a touchdown.
I think we found our MVP. What do you think?
I think so. Kevin Matsui, number 5, with a touchdown run, an interception return. And that is going to put the nail in the coffin. The Smashing Pumpkins are going to be the D4 Fall champions.
Great job, Mr. Kresich.
There it is. Coach Kresich and his troops celebrate a championship season. They got better at just the right time and defeat the Bulldogs 21-12 in the final championship game of the fall season. Congratulations to all the championship teams. Congratulations to the Smashing Pumpkins. It's been a fun day of 6 games. Thank you, Barry, for sitting in. Thanks to everyone who was here today, Mike Wonderly. It was a lot of fun. 21-12 is your final. Smashing Pumpkins defeat the Bulldogs. We'll see you again in the spring.